absolutely loving the new lighting here. Look at this. Woo. Off. Ooh. On. New lighting. New lighting. Down all their friends. Okay, so would you believe I just randomly chose Hamilton Island as a departure point this evening, and below me down there's a Hamilton Island tower on 1187. So get right on to this person. We're going to fly Hamilton Island to Cairns, which is quite a nice airport to land at, actually. I think we're over water the whole trip, so sorry about it's a bit boring, but it's a bit boring anyway. And we might just have a chat to this guy before he falls asleep. Hamilton Tower, g'day, Golf Romeo 516, requesting airways clearance.
Golf Romeo 516, Hamilton Island Tower, good evening. Clear to Cairns via Vompa flight plan route, runway 14, climb 4000, squawk 3765.
Yeah, we're clear to Cairns via the Volpo planned route off runway 14, initial climb 4000, and our squawk is 3765, Golf Romeo 516.
Golf Romeo 516.
So let's get that into the old system, 3765. Okay, initial climb 4000, we'll get that in there too. May as well do this stuff while we think of it. Runway 14. Get that roughly on the runway heading, and then we'll start thinking about some other stuff. Okay, good. So we are at YBHM. Just making sure I've got the right thing on the stream. Yes, we do. YBHM to YBCS is Cairns. Funnily and ironically enough, we'll be going to Cairns in about a month's time during Oz flight, the inaugural, whatever that means, the first world flight. God, how's that Freudian? The first Oz flight ever is a couple of days over a month away. So, and we will be going to every Australian capital city and Cairns, funnily enough. So I get to practice my landing in Cairns, assuming I'll be doing the landing in Cairns. Yeah, so basically, I bet I've left my phone somewhere else. Shouldn't matter, don't worry about that. Flight plan. Vompa.
All stations, Hamilton Island information Alpha's current. Runway 14, winds 110 degrees, 13 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometres. Temperature 23, QNH 1014.
Okie dokie.
Hamilton Island information Alpha.
Alpha's current. Vompa. 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 What's the airway? Q499. And probably something like fishy. Cruise was 3-2. That was a bit of a guess too, I must say. 320. People are leaving in their droves. 100 for the cost index. Execute that. 0 fuel weight. Bloody bloody blah. Flaps 5 for takeoff. Boom boom boom. Gonna set them now. Flight director's on. Auto throttle on. Okie dokie. Okie dokie karaoke. So we're ready for push and start. Okay. Actually, I want to just quickly do this. Hamilton Tower at Golf Romeo 516 requesting pushback and start.
Golf Romeo 516, push and start approved.
Push and start approved 516, thanks. Okie dokie. Punters can be locked up. Packs off. Starting engine 2. There's a lot to think about, isn't there? Okay, put the fuel into that. For your own safety, we recommend to keep your mouth shut. Starting engine 1. Welcome to use your electronic equipment when you get home. They may shift during flight. You may shift yourself, Karen. Okay, we've got 2 engines actually running. So, engine generators on, packs back to auto. APU bleed off, APU off. Start switch is continuous. Okay, ignore that. If there's any children travelling with you, tell them to shut up too. Pull it over your own head, Karen. Yeah, Hamilton Tower, Golf Romeo 516, requesting taxi runway 14.
Golf Romeo 516, taxi Bravo, enter and backtrack runway 14.
Taxi Bravo, and we can enter and backtrack 14516. And just putting that yaw damper on to get rid of that warning light that we seem to have there. Let's recall and cancel again. By the word exit. Oh, look, we've got someone else here. Awesome. Well, I'll just sneak along. Oh, okay. It's a very, very hard turn for Bravo. I might just sneak along this way. Try not to take that guy out. Yeah, sorry, Tower. We're going to have to go Alpha. It was a bit of a tight turn for us for Bravo.
Golf Romeo 516.
One of my favourite bloody airports actually in Australia, Hamilton Island. I don't know why I have this crazy affinity with Hamilton Island. Been there for real a couple of times and had some wonderful times there, and I always love flying into here actually. That's about as lined up runway
Golf
14
Romeo
as you want
516,
to
runway
be.
14, clear for takeoff.
We're clear for takeoff, runway 14, Golf Romeo 516. Thanks, mate. So, is everything right with the world here? Is everything exactly as it should be? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, here we go. I think we're out of here. No, doesn't like that still. Okay. 80 knots. Thrust set. V1 already. Don't have a lot of fuel on, so no surprise. Love this part of the world. Here we go. Let's get out of here. And positive rate of climb. Gear up.
Golf Romeo 516, report passing 4,000.
Wilco 516. Now flaps 1. And we're about to pass 4,000. We're rapidly approaching it. And Hamilton Tower, Golf Romeo 516, just passing 4,000 now.
Golf Romeo 516, control service terminates, free change approved today.
Cheers, mate. Going to 122.8. Thanks for the ATC. I'm glad you were there, actually.
See ya.
There you go. Easy game. This plane's flying like a beauty at the moment. Should probably say that. Truth be known, probably should never say that. Just tidy all this stuff up a little bit. So who we got watching? Anyone prepared to actually chat and identify themselves, or Just happy to watch. I'm almost at the stage where I can hit the autopilot and chat. Okay, so over 10,000 feet. That can go off. That can go back to standard. Idiot, there it is. Evening all. Just got ourselves nicely out of Hamilton Island and on our way to Cairns. Ask us any question you like, anything at all. I'd love to know whoever is it you, Ross? Come on, Ross. Is it Ross? Is it Ross that jumps on every time, watches every feed? Ben, g'day Ben, how you going? Did you just join, Ben? I'm guessing you might have. Ben W664. Probably a lot of Bens in the world. Probably a lot of Ben W's. We've got to be 663 of them before you come along. Yeah, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. We're on our way from Hamilton Island, just off the coast of Queensland there, on our way to Cairns. Although I've already had a couple of cans, but we're on our way to more cans. Yeah, if you've just joined, there's someone that often joins these feeds, these live feeds, almost straight away. Every time I go live, or we go live, every time there's someone joins, and I sort of say, "Oh, say hello, say something on the chat, yada yada yada," and they don't, and it's really sort of weird. But there's someone there that just never says anything. But anyway, good luck to them. Thanks for joining, Ben. Ask any questions you like, even questions about the simulator if necessary. We're here reasonably often, reasonably frequently. But yeah. Are you a simmer yourself? Are you a flight simulator enthusiast yourself, or are you just cruising around, surfing around on Twitch or Facebook or YouTube or something and found us? Just interested to know, really. That applies to anybody. Anybody watching. I always like to know what brought you here, or why you might be leaving. Yeah, so feel free to ask any questions you like. Well, it just started with flight simming stuff, I'm assuming. A cheap joystick and a monitor and a laptop. Mate, welcome to my... Where are we? Ben, seriously, welcome to my world. This is where a cheap joystick, monitor and laptop takes you. I kid you not. Yeah. Never even had a real interest in aviation. But I ended up building this anyway. So, yeah. But it's an enjoyable hobby. I've been doing it for about, 14 years or something. But 14 years ago, cheap joystick, a tower, and a television set. Had the joystick sitting on the coffee table and a tower computer sitting next to our old TV, and used to fly the PMDG 747 back in the day, and just sort of got hooked from there, and then had the opportunity to go and visit someone's simulator and had a fly in that. And while I was sitting in that sim, I looked around and thought, I reckon I could build one of these. And pretty much about three or 4 months later, I started working on building this, and about 10 months later, it was pretty much finished. Oh, not finished. No, I stand corrected. It wasn't finished, but it was flyable, and haven't looked back. So but if you're interested in sim building, please stop by on that journey anytime you want and ask us anything you want to ask, because there's lots to know. What are you using? I was just going to ask you the same question, Ben. You just read my mind. I was using Flight Simulator 10 up until probably 2 years ago now. I've gone for Prepared 3D now. That's what I'm currently using, because obviously it's a 737 800 that we've got here. But the core software to it is Prepared 3D at the moment. I know the Twitch feed sort of says playing Microsoft Simulator X or whatever, but it's a much more popular category to be in on Twitch than Prepared 3D. But yeah. So what are you using? I mean, Microsoft 2020 doesn't even have a 737 in it, so a bit of an oversight when you think it's the most popular most prolific aircraft in the world, but they didn't put it in 2020. Hey, Flying High 77. Was that the year it came out? Oh, what software we use for everything? Gee, that'd be a list. It was. Hang on, I want an answer to that question. Flying High, did that come out in 1977? Yeah, right. Oh, okay. They're both free. No, not me. Just logged in. What software you use for everything? Okay. If you're wondering about PFPX or something like that, no, I don't use that. I'd take a punt on the planning. If you're talking about weather planning, the sim here has what's it called? Gee. I'm sure it's got an X in it. Active Sky is what I'm trying to think of. Active Sky Next is what we're using for weather. But in terms of planning, like I've been known to put the weather radar on and just head for storms if I can, you know. Just the kind of guy I am. Oh, here we go. This is Karen, everyone. This is the virtual flight attendant. Karen, it's unbelievable. Karen sells duty-free shit, even when you're doing a domestic flight. TV series? Are you serious? Yeah, so Flying High, so because it was airport, wasn't it? Over in the US, it was airport. It was Flying High in Australia. I don't know about the UK and that, but hey, William. Good evening, William. Welcome aboard. You know, see, William's a full bottle on a lot of this stuff. You know what I tried to buy? Speaking of Flying High. Yeah, it was. I'm pretty sure it was called Airplane. That's right. It's exactly right. I tried to buy. I looked online. I was trying to get the actual. I think someone in the world, a company somewhere in the world, should make this. But that inflatable autopilot. Apparently, his name was Otto. He was Autopilot. And I looked the other day online to see if I could get an actual, like the full-blown Autopilot inflatable toy, you know, because I think it'd just be a standout. It'd be sensational to have one in the sim. But anyway, the best I could do, I bought a couple of T-shirts with him emblazoned on it. But don't you reckon Autopilot, if that was available as an inflatable toy, even from the waist up, dare I say it, but I reckon every simulator owner in the world would buy one. Like there's a business for someone, you know, surely. Surely. I never knew his name was Otto until I started looking it up online. But yeah, it was Otto Pilot. There's some funny, very funny fucking people in the world, I gotta say. Very, very funny people in the world. Oh, hang on, William. Who's allowing you to fly around when you could be on in Cairns Tower, telling me it's clear? I'm cleared to land. And yeah, William, I've got to, I've got to remind you again. Got to remind you again about Oz Flight is only like a month away now. It's about 4 weekends away. Now, I'm still crying out for air traffic controllers that aren't on the VATPAC roster. And I know there was a bit of a bun fight with that the other day. So don't drag me into that, William, seriously. But if there's any air traffic controllers out there qualified to do some ATC during our event in June, you know, private message me or do whatever you can. 2 to 3 weeks max, so I can control you guys. Oh, mate, that is so good. That is so good. Ozflight just got so much better. That's awesome. Because actually, the en route stuff is sort of where we would like to have it too, because we might want to level change and we might want to have those conversations, but also you could jump off, you know, given your qualifications, you could jump off and then jump onto approach and maybe jump into the tower and, you know, and so on. So, yeah, if there's anyone, yeah, I can do both days, full day. You serious? Oh, mate. You're a legend. We should set you up a bloody ATC station here. Although you'd have to get here, I suppose. But, oh, that's awesome. So much appreciated. That is awesome, William. Really, really, you're a good man. So I'm like one of these idiots on TV that look at the wrong camera all the time. So I'll go to this camera, hang on. I'll go to this camera and then turn around this way. No, hang on, it's that one. I'll tell you what the problem is. These cameras have lights on them permanently. That's what the problem is. I'm not, you know, I'm off the hook. The problem is the cameras have the lights on all the time, whether they're the one that's broadcasting or not. Okay, well I suppose I should start setting up an approach. Got no ATIS available to me, but, oh hang on, there's people that know what they're doing here. What's the current weather in Cairns? Anyone on the feed know what the weather in Cairns is at the moment? No, hang on. Now, William, don't get this mixed up. That's Zulu time you're looking at. So that it's the 19th. Hang on, what am I trying to say? Don't get mixed up with Zulu time, because all the published stuff that I've done is Zulu. So it's not a Friday. It's Saturday and Sunday, if you get what I mean. In Oz time, it's Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, it's the 19th and 20th 19th and 20th in Oz time. So it's Saturday the 19th of June, Sunday the 20th of June. The 19th full, so what you're talking about is what I'm saying. Yeah, just a lot of the stuff we published was Zulu time. It's just to supposedly keep it simple. Set up on arrival anyway. Always go 1-5 into Cairns anyhow, I think. Cody seems to ring a bell. We'll do it anyway. Not sure which is from the north and which is from the south, but if we have to go down and come back, who cares? Anyone worried about that? Looks like we do have to. Okay, if we do, we do. Ah, yeah. So we're going to go down below it and come back. Oh, no. We're going north and coming south again. We can deal with that. Makes life bloody interesting. So we are now where are we? We are from Top of Descent, 98 mile from Top of Descent. And 1,000,000 miles from Care. Now poor bloke sitting back in Hamilton Island Tower still. Although there was one other plane there. Unless we're expecting a bunch of people there. Don't know. I'm very pleased with myself today. Get some more backlighting. Almost got the ADF working. Yeah, we're laughing. Now, we're going to go flaps 30 for landing. Might as well do that stuff while we're at it. It's got an ILS frequency, but I didn't think it had an ILS approach. But anyway, I'll put it in anyhow. We need all the help we can get. And inbound course is 150. Who did you get 5 mixed up with? 5. You gotta go 5. I don't understand why you have to go 5. You know what I'm starting to think? That one weird person that jumps on all the time, that seems to be watching all the time, might actually be the Nightbot thing. Would that come up as someone watching, as a viewer? I don't know. Okay. They're leaving in droves again. So at 11,000 feet ASAP. be in a minute. In about 77 nautical miles. Okay, so tell me why they're nautical miles when we're in the air. Come on, anyone? Actually, I don't know, William, if you're still watching, but is Ozflight actually on now on the VatPack calendar? I'm just going to look it up myself. So I think it's supposed to be on their calendar by now. Ah, 14th of May. I don't believe it. Mackay to Hamilton. Don't believe it. Didn't even know that was a thing. Funny, eh? Events calendar. May. June. No, see, it's not even on there yet. Anyway, it should be on there soon. Yes, that's right. It's on the big event thing for the year, but it's not actually in the calendar with all the details and stuff yet. But Joshua, I think, has been working on that, and he's done a good job of him and whoever else helps with that. They've done a good job of helping us with it, but it'd be good to see it on there as soon as we can, so because then we can share the link, to the calendar kind of deal, But anyway, let's just hope that people share the word, share the love, and let's see what we can do for these. For the research into this paralysis thing. They've made lots and lots of progress in that area, and it astounds me how much money they spend, like the government, for argument's sake, spend our money on military stuff and throw a couple of bucks here and there at health. It is just astounding. Anyway, don't get me started. Don't get me started on that shit. Progress. Okay, we're 53. Top of descent. Sorry, Willie, when did you say you were flying? Wellington to Queenstown. Yeah, so buzzing around in bloody old NZ, eh? I'll be back in a tick. I'm just going to make sure the fridge is still working. Oh, if you're in New Zealand, William, I'll say like the chili bin. Now, that's an esky, isn't it? And I left my jandals upstairs. should be another 5 viewers now. I've been away from the cockpit for 2 minutes. Yeah, so just wondering if I can actually get away with this. Just doing a little bit of a test here while there's not many people watching. Don't tell anyone if this doesn't work. It's just an experiment. So it does let me do it. Hey William, if you're still there, can you just try doing what I just did and put that www.mangrove.com.au into a text and send it? I know it seems silly, but see, I think I'm allowed to do it. Well, I believe the way it's set up, I'm allowed to do it, but you probably shouldn't be allowed to do it. Anyway, just interested to see if that'll work. And whether or not you can actually click on that link and it'll do something. That's another point. Careful. Okay, well it would work. If I let it, it would work for me. Jose, thank you for the like. Nautical. If you're in a boat or plane that's bouncing around all over the place, you can use a ruler or your thumb even to get an idea of distance easily. Okay. Flying high 77, I'll have to remember that. That's 1 degree of arc is equal to 1 nautical mile. Yeah, I think I need a picture. Oakley dokley. We're awfully close to top descent now, like 15 miles. So what I'm going to do is lock the punters up, because they deserve to be safe. Start switch is continuous. The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign because the captain is the only person up here. Do not use the lavatories anymore. Oh, okay, it's going to get messy. Obviously, Karen's not the cleaner. Okay, so going to sit here and look at the clouds for a moment. Waiting, waiting. Just gone live on Facebook on my phone. Just waiting, waiting, waiting. See if anybody bothers to look at it. It's actually quite relaxing. Quite a relaxing little video, that. I think people would love it. Oh, there you go. We've got a taker. See, who said you couldn't travel by air at the moment? This is the view you get when you're up the front of an airliner. On descent, I might add. You've just hit top of descent. And as a result, we are descending. Don't you love this? Look, I can even, even let the take the seatbelt signs off again and put them back on again. Okay. Now, who wouldn't want to watch that? Don't have to worry about it. Wasn't going to worry about it. Had no intention of worrying about it, Karen. There you go, and the new bloody rudder control panel, rudder trim panel, I mean. There you go. Anyway, got a plane to land, so I'm going to have to stop this video. Oh no, it's doing that stupid play it back. Post now. For a moment. I think Facebook, people at Facebook must be running out of disk space, I think. Running out of storage. It'd be slightly more refined these days, I guess. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it's not more refined these days. So, just setting my heading, because I'm thinking I'm going to vector myself when we get closer to the airfield. Heading north still, I'm going to turn back and go south. Just going to put the terrain radar on just to make it interesting. Look out. Got no air traffic controls at all at the moment. Flying, I wish I'd thought of that name, Flying I-77, eh? $7,000 feet at Cody. I might just start slowing down while I'm at it. Although I don't want to slow down too much. Oh wow, this is a great approach into Cairns. I've never actually come into Cairns, you know, trundling across the terrain. Because what have we got? The rainforest, you know. God, what's the rainforest out of Cairns? Losing the plot. Daintree. Freaking hell, why couldn't I remember that? Yeah, the Daintree, of course. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Been there, done that. Bought the... Well, actually I didn't buy the t-shirt, wasn't that good a shirt. This is a nice... This is very, very interesting approach, this ship. So we're sort of pretty much over the Daintree, I reckon. Out here, there's the airport. Very mountainous, like straight off the coast. It sort of becomes fairly mountainous, 4,000 feet, that sort of thing. Like what could possibly go wrong? Okay, now we can push that. This is awesome. Thank you, Karen.
$2,500.
Should get serious about this. Wow, seems to be bloody bits of land and shit everywhere around here. It's sort of almost dangerous and shit. There we go. Now, way too quick, way too high, all the usual shit. Way too fast, way too high, not enough beer. Turn the no smoking sign off. They may as well have their last cigarettes. Far be it from me to rob them of that. Whatever.
Bank angle.
Well, don't blame me. Okay, let's bring some order to this. Got a plane to land.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
How about that shit?
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Ah, come on. Whoa, we've got no other traffic here. Traffic! Traffic! Four, isn't it? We're approaching. 1-5. Okay, here we go. Oh, this guy expedites his bloody... Only way I know how to slow this puppy down. 3 greens and announce our intentions. We're unfortunately right up the clacker of this Airbus. It's okay, not too concerned.
2500.
I should let him know what I'm doing, shouldn't I? That'd be only fair. I like aeroplane jelly. Aeroplane jelly for me. Oh, what I'm trying to do is buy this guy a bit of time. Turn that terrain radar off, drive me mad. Panic cam. Panic cam. Was he landing there or not? Just going down a bloody scenic route. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Anyone that just joined us, it was a great time to just join us. It looks like I picked the wrong week to give up amphetamines. I don't believe that fucking thing's squeaking again. Don't believe it. Thought I fixed that the other day. Listen to it. You just got to pop over that ridge. Stupid place to put a ridge. Cairns traffic, Golf Romeo 516, on about a 8-mile final to runway 15. where he went, he must have flown his Airbus straight home. Bizarre.
2,500.
That Airbus guy's doing some weird shit there. Or
1,000.
that's shit, that's shit. Maybe expedites his vacation there.
One thousand. $500. 400. 300. 'Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
It's always a bit of a relief when that fucking works. Or just in case, or whatever. Just shut up, Karen. Bye bye. Take care. See you later, Karen. Well, here we are sunny downtown Cairns. Gateway to the Daintree Rainforest. Gateway to a bunch of other aircraft too, I might add. Pretty cool. Okay, so APU generator on, taxi lights on. Wow, there's a stack of people here. It was a great night to do this flight. I just jagged it. Made this up as I went along, to be honest. Okay, start switches can go like that. People everywhere. Absolutely planes everywhere. I'll just take the nearest obvious spot. Like this one. Okay. Jetway going. Okay, go off. It'll go off. Jordan go off. APU bleed on. It's all happy, happy, joy, joy. Big engines go off. Ah. Alright, get out of here. 1, 2, auto brakes off, flight directors off,